defense, particularly that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Penn State-Maryland Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Penn State-Maryland Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Maryland's offense will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
To the air, it's Washington. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this offense comes up first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Firing to the right, complete. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Penn State-Nittany Lions offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. The give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to the tailback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs.
Turning on the Jets. The 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Charging forward on the sneak. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland! Extra point here will tie the game.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like that?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would just...
There he goes! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. To the air. It's Kinsey. Right on the money. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Snap to the back. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Makes the grab. It's McConnell. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
Find some fresh air. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Terrapins are in the hurry-up.
He does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Final play of the quarter coming. To the air on 2nd down. Running game so far, dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll leave it with the lone back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. On the run, it's Hayes. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Right now, trying to get it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. That's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hauls it in. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Give to the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Looking for a gap. It's Hayes. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
And the Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Kinsey. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. He's loose down the middle. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. From the gun. Wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Using his legs, it's Hayes. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. That's caught. It's Denmark. At the 45 on its way. They This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Inside the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Close to the marker, it's Strickland. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together. First downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They'll send the back in motion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. He wants it all. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Austin. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. To the air on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to throw again. Under fire. They're working that left side. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. At the 20.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
using the quick game. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
The Terrapins will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll run this play from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. They're going to run it. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They'll try the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Back to pass, it's Kinsey. Grab near the marker is Fuller. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to set up the screen. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They boot it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Got a man in the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Wants to throw. It's Kinsey. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Toss sweep to the right. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. On the move, he fires. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Man, he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Gives it on the option. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Well, this running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Punt is in the air. Return, the sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those, so quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Tosses it incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Just led him a little too far across the sideline, and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. From the gun, the running back looking for room. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Calls his own number. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The toss sweep to the right. Turning it on. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and trying to ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
To throw, it's Kinsey. Gets it out quickly. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Averill. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games.
Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Dumps it off in the flats. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He'll do it himself. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up. Play.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice, elusive.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5. Been in this game.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to throw. It's Washington. Fires to the wideout. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
The give to the single back. He's in open space downfield. He's loose. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just end their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Maryland, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it. Trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Gets the back moving. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed over the middle. It's McConnell. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Washington. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take